This question for the first time and don't know anything about problem solving or quadratics, then you look for the keyword, and that's the keyword there. You're going to square something. So as soon as you see that in your head, you should start by thinking about quadratics maybe. So when 15 is added to the square of a number. Now, whenever you see this is obviously what we need to find. Quite often if you read through the question, the sentence at the end tells you what you're looking for. We need to find a number. So what we're going to do is we're going to call that number x. You can use any letter at all. But that is the variable, and that's what we're going to try and find. We want to find x, which is the number. When 15 is added to the square of a number, when 15 is added, and we've already said our number is x, to the square of a number, the result, in other words, it equals 8 times the original number. Now the original number is what we said was x. So 8 times the original number is 8x. And there, suddenly, we've taken all that writing and we've turned it into the language of mathematics. And all we need to do now is we can solve it. So we're going to solve this quadratic equation. Now remember, to solve a quadratic, you've got to get everything equal to 0. Now if I rearrange this, and by the time you do problem solving, you should really be able to rearrange that straight away like that. You shouldn't need to be writing down all the different lines that you need there. Okay, if some of you are looking at this and thinking, how did he do that? Remember that we're just using balancing. I'm taking 8x from both sides. And that's how I get 15 plus x squared minus 8x. And then all I'm simply doing is I'm rearranging that to give me the equation on the left. Right, now what you should find with these questions, think about it, I'm finding a number. It doesn't tell you what the number should be. It could be a fraction, a decimal, but to be honest, when you do these types of problems, usually you'll find this will factorise, and it should factorise quite easily and give us our answers. So again, classic method, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 15, but they've got to add to give me negative 8. In fact, I can just do that one straight away. I can think of that in my head. If I multiply them, I get positive 15. They add to give me negative 8. So I have minus 5, minus 3. So this is interesting because what happens now is you get two solutions. X could equal 5, that's the number that we go in here, or x can equal 3. So I'm thinking in a minute, how can I get two possible answers? Find the number. So let's just, what you might do here is you might think, well, let's just check and see if I've made a mistake somewhere. Well, if I take these ones, they should fit into the original problem. So let's just think of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part here over to this side. 8 times the original number. So let's say the number was 5. That gives me 40. Now that's supposed to be the same as 15 plus the number, 15 plus the number squared. So that's 15 plus 5 squared, and that actually does give you 40. So there I've actually checked it, and you can see that this number does actually fit the description. Now, does that mean that the other number's wrong? Well, let's just check and see. Well, let's do it. 15 plus the square of the number, well, so that's 3 squared, so we get 15 plus 9, it's 21. And 8 times, right, hang on, let's see, not 21, 24, and 8 times the original number also gives, so in actual fact there are two numbers, there are two answers to that problem. So either of these numbers would give you the correct answer.